Hello guys, I know like I said, I've been really obsessed with ombre. And one more thing, if you guys are commenting, for sure FB will not show me. So if you're watching or looking at it even on replay, give me a thumbs up because I want this to be shown to many people, because these techniques are the ones that's going to make LipSense completely different from others. So yesterday, I think so far I have showed the Pearlizer in 3 different ways. One day I showed how I am going to use it underneath, and I showed how I do CCTM or even your foundation on top. So today I wanted to show, this is the new normal to oily line daytime moisturizer. So I'm going to show how you can mix. This is like your no makeup look. So I know if you are commenting unfortunately FB is not showing at all for the past few days, because they know that I've been trying to get online every time. So I'm sorry. So unfortunately I will go back and reply to you. So here I'm using my daytime moisturizer with my Pearlizer. So I'm going to just mix it and I'm going to apply it all over. So today's look is more of what do you say, like this no makeup look they call it. So this is going to be just as glowy. Do you see? This is with just the moisturizer and the Pearlizer all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my concealer alone for today's look. So that's what another what is it, like another different look I wanted to show. I'm also going to use my powder, but first of all I'm just using Pearlizer and my daytime moisturizer. So this is for someone who just wants what do you say, like a basic glow, but they still don't want to wear any makeup on top. So here if you see, I have 2 different concealers. You can see this is medium. So how I use my medium is similar way. I always try to mix them, because I am never a full how do you call it, full coverage person. Because if you look at any of my looks, I always try to do like as closest to my skin. That's my favorite look. So I never went to full coverage unless needed. So if you are looking for full coverage, you can always do CCTM one step, and then you can add your foundation on top, or you can layer them. For example, you can do one layer of foundation and you can let it sit, and you can do another layer of foundation. Or what I like to do is I like to mix my CCTM and concealer too for a medium coverage. So here you can see the difference. This is medium and this is medium deep. So since today's look is more of how do you call it, like a no makeup look, here I'm going to take a tiny bit of concealer. Trust me, this itself will cover at least one of my sides. So I'm going to take a concealer brush, and you can see how closer it is to my skin tone. So you always want to conceal that is very close to your skin tone, and here I'm just blending it on top. So this is like your no makeup look. So you are just concealing the excess things. That's all you are doing. I am just going to buff it up. Do you see the difference? It covers so evenly and I still have something left. So don't even judge the product in the bottle, because this is something that you will lose more often. You can see I am trying to stop my coffee addiction again. Now that I went to India, like I am drinking more coffee, and coffee makes me break out. So you can see this will be your everyday look, where you can just conceal it and just use your daytime moisturizer or anything. And at the same time, here our goal is not making it cakey. So that's all I needed. You can see that's my just coverage. So you can pretty much do wherever you have. And the next step what you can do to highlight is you can always use the lighter one. So here if you see, I can even go even light medium, but here I use medium. Like I said, I don't like to go too light than my regular skin color. So here I'm going to take a tiny bit, and our concealers are really thick, so the good way is always giving it time to set. You can see I'm just trying to conceal underneath and brighten it at the same time. Do you see the difference between the color tone? So here you want it to be like a highlighter, so I am using a lighter color. So that is the thing when you do concealing versus highlighting. So whenever you are highlighting, you want the color to be little more lighter than your concealer. So here you can see I have tried to buff it out, and like I said, I take as small as possible, because if you go all at once, it's very easy for you to make it cakey and not look natural, because our aim is to make it look as natural as possible. So that's the goal. So you always have to highlight at the end of your eyes and here, because what makes it creepy is we all have fine lines and wrinkles underneath. So if you keep adding more product through there, it's very easy for you to make it cakey. So here I'm just trying to use whatever I have left to underneath. So now I'm going to just do my powder all over, and that will be my base for today. So you can see it gives like a very flawless finish. At the same time, it's not like a heavy coverage at all. Any of my pictures you can see, I don't like it to go too light. So the colors I have used, I use is medium deep for my CCTM, Pecan as my foundation. So those are my two shades. Like I said, being in NC, my favorite way is always keeping it so close to my skin tone. I like to go out on walks, so that's one thing I don't miss, whether it's summer or winter. So even if I tan a lot, I don't have to change between shades. So that's why I keep it that way. I'm going to wipe my lips clean. So if you feel like your LipSense is not staying well or not sticking to your what do you say, like sticking to your lips, best way is always make sure you clean your lips really well, because you will think you don't have any products on your lips, but let me show you. Can you see? So lips will always have any of the makeup we have used. So make sure to just wipe it clean. I just use witch hazel pads. I get witch hazel and just wipe it um, with a cotton pad. You can just use even what do you say, like you can just use water. Here I don't have water closer to me, so that's the reason I use witch hazel. But like I said, as long as you wipe your lips clean, that's all it matters. So I like to use pencils more. I feel like I have more control over pencils than the liquid liner, because growing up I never used eyeliners or any makeup. Yesterday I was so happy because I had three things happen. First of all, when I went to drop a package in UPS, the UPS lady saw my SeneGence package and she wanted to get my contact, and she even ordered immediately. So I went back to give her some samples she asked for, and she gave me a warm hug. I felt so happy. Like, I mean, it felt so nice because, as you all know, 90% of the time I don't get to meet you guys. And today's ombre, I'm going to do these two colors, which is on sale again. So this is Boss. So I'm going to line my lips with Boss, and I'm going to use Rich Rosette to fill my lips. So the first rule of thumb is always make sure you shake your LipSense tube really, really well. So it made me really happy. So that's first thing happened. And second thing was when I went to drop it in USPS, the person next to me, she complimented how bright my dress was, and she was like, I really, really love, and it looks so festive. So that really made me happy again. And I'm going to line my lips. I know I cannot talk. So what I like to do is I like to line it a little bit over. So sometimes a simple compliment can make anyone's day. So I always try that, but it was so good to receive too. So this is Boss. Boss is one of my top seller in this small tubes, and it's on sale for $17 if I'm not wrong. So you can see it's a beautiful color to line your lips to. I know so far I have showed, I think the older post was about blackberry. Then I did espresso, and this one is, um, the last one is, hi Tamil, good morning. So this is the one. Tamil, you need to yet to finalize your colors, I know. So the third one was yesterday when I went to gym, my friend complimented me on my eyebrows yesterday. I was like, yeah, you noticed. What is SS? What is SS means Tamil. So this is, I just lined it with Boss. I'm going to now fill it in with Rich Rosette. So far I have used um, espresso because any of the darker colors would work. Even I think you can even do fire with Rich Rosette. Even this combo will look really nice. You can do fire on as to fill in, and today I am going to use Rich Rosette. So I saw it in one of my Sana sister, and I was like, oh my god, I really wanted to do this color. So yesterday all three made me so happy. Like, I mean, like I said, sometimes those small things are really, really matters. Today morning someone was so rude to me, but yeah, I tried to ignore. I always tell my friend, like, sometimes you don't allow other person to spoil your day, because they just say something and they spoil your day and they move on, but you will be the one who is holding on to it. So if you let them spoil your day, then it's a win for them. So do you see? Oh my god, I really, really love. These two are on sale. So make sure you grab it. If you grab them or if you have them, do let me whether you give a try. So I'm going to do the second layer, and I really love how it complements it. Like, I mean, if you have smaller lips, make sure to line your lips. You can do with the same color. You can even use our pencils. Like, if you have a, you don't have to do a black pencil. You can still do a brown and it will complement. You can even do black brown too. So this is my second layer. So the key to having the lips last longer is, if you can, let the layers dry a little bit. For example, I always tell my customers, see how I did, like you can do your first layer. Meanwhile, you can go ahead and apply your daytime moisturizer or even your CCTM or something. Then do the second layer by the time you can do your eye or lips, because the more you let it dry, yeah, I know this color is really, really good on our skin tone. So take time to do the layers properly, because like I said, you are not going to reapply or do anything. In that case, taking time to do the layers, this will really help for the color to stay longer, and you won't have any flaking or anything in between. And particularly when you are doing a darker color, whether it be plum or espresso or even metallic plum, like those kind of colors, the trick is, either you can create a base, for example, even for espresso, do a very thin layer of a color like blush. Let me show. So if you feel like your lip color is little bit different from top and bottom, you can get a lighter color like this. Like, even I think extra, there is a color which is on sale. Those colors will be really, really light on our skin tone. So what you can do is, you can just layer as thin as possible as your first layer. What it does is, it's going to have an even base, like how I always ask you to color correct your eyes. So in that case, it's going to help neutralize that unevenness. So when the other layer goes on top, then you get the color to be even. So if you see, I have taken time to do the layers. I always try to do to show, because you won't believe, even after 5 years, there are many people who haven't watched my live, or even they don't even know how to apply LipSense, or they sometimes haven't heard of LipSense layering or pre-mixing. People may think, oh, why she keeps talking about the same thing again and again, but that's the fact. Like, how many times I repeat, I I always have a first time customer. I always have someone who never even heard or tried about LipSense. So I have people who have ordered LipSense without a gloss. I have people who have ordered even without oops remover. They buy a bright color, or even people think LipSense, I mean oops remover is just to remove. But for example, if I have come a little bit extra or something here, you don't have any other way to take it out. So have you seen your nail, the technician, she will use with a cotton pad just to remove the excess nail polish if you have gone. So think the oops remover is something like that. So if you have something, then it's easy to remove it with the oops remover rather than wiping it off and starting it over. There is no way you can do it with LipSense. So that's the reason I asked them to buy with hoops remover too. So here I'm going to use the new nice glass. So you can see the more you let it sit, the color will not even transfer because it's dry almost. So after water, I would say this is one of my favorite glass because it has almost the concept of water glass. Just that, do you see? If it sticks, that means I haven't glossed that place well. So once you gloss, it shouldn't stick anywhere. That's the cool thing about it. But here is the lip color I wanted to show. It's really, really pretty, and I have shown a very simple everyday look using just concealer, pearlizer, and powder. So this is the combo I have used. Hope you try it and let me know how it turned out.